Hey, thank you for tuning in to another wonderful episode with Real Talk with Kayla and Divine Inspirations. I'm your host, Katina Lundy. On today's podcast, our topic will be no need to defend or be offended. There is no need to defend or be offended. So today we simply are going to be talking about when things jump off and things go down, or you hear things are circulating, you're being scandalized, mistreated, people telling lies, like whatever it is, there is no need to try to defend yourself to every single person that confronts you or brings something to your attention. There's no need for you to get in defensive mode and try to defend yourself. Just let it go. And there's no need to be offended. Don't be offended because of what is circulating or what is being said, because the truth of the matter is people are going to believe whatever they want to believe. People are going to say whatever they choose to say. You can't keep people from thinking. You can't keep people from having their own opinions, their own ideals. That's just human nature. So you don't have to walk around trying to defend yourself all the time, being on edge. Just let it be. Let it be. But sometimes you may have a situation in work environments, in school environments, in different types of relationships, in marriages, and friendships. Something goes on in your brotherhood, your sisterhood. Something goes down, and it causes a wedge to come between two individuals. And one person may try to get a head start or jump start to promote their agenda, we would say, to promote their agenda. They may have been in the wrong, but they try to get a head start or a jump start to promote their agenda, to bring people onto their side or try to tell their side of the story in order to get people to jump on the bandwagon with them. They try to make themselves look good and put the other person down. They try to paint a picture. They give you that imagery. Paint those pictures in your mind. Because words create thoughts and the thoughts create pictures. So they try to create a picture in your mind by telling you different stuff about the individual and trying to make them look bad. And in actuality, it may be just the opposite. By the one who is getting that jump start, majority of the time that may be the person who's in the wrong. So we have to watch out for things like that when people are trying to always paint pictures in your mind about another individual. They're always saying negative things, painting negative pictures about a person. You have to watch that. You need to begin to mark that individual who is always bringing you a negative stuff. Begin to watch them and begin to not only watch, but question what they're saying. When people keep bringing you something, you need to start giving your input. Okay, well, you're saying this and it. Don't just be so ran to get the gossip, to get the juicy news, to get the juicy content. Tell me about it. What else? No, begin to question them and ask, okay, now you say they did this or this. What did you do? How did you respond? What did you say? Okay. What did you do wrong? because it's two people, two sides of a story. Remember, it's two sides of a story. Two sides of a story. Sometimes people will try to make you look bad in order to cover up what they did. So I don't want you to know that I'm really the one at fault. I'm really the one that did the wrong. So now I got to cover this up. I got to make the other person look bad to make it seem like it's all them. They the one that did all the wrong. Trying to cover up or shift the blame on another person in order to cover up themselves. And that happens a lot of time in life when you're in different types of friendships, relationships, organizations. Things go down and people don't want to own up to their responsibility or lack of responsibility. So they shift the blame, they begin to cover up and put the focus on another end. Well, they did this, they dropped the ball here, this is it, and that's why this didn't happen. But what did you do? So we want to be watchful of those type things. And then, you know, there are other situations where people try to persuade others to believe you are strictly the bad person. You're doing all the wrong, you're not following through. They try to use a tactic. They use a tactic of manipulation. They use a tactic of manipulation. And that's simply, they can play mind games. They try to trick people up, manipulate them into believing what they're saying. They use deceptive tactics along with the manipulation in order to prove their point, in order to promote their agenda, in order to get people on their side, in order to get people to believe basically what they're saying, whatever they're trying to say about you, about the situation, about an organization, about a product, whatever. They use different tactics to get people to believe what they're saying. They get people to believe it, and by whatever means necessary, whether they have to manipulate them, deceive them, whatever, they do what they have to do in order to get people to believe them. And sometimes when people are saying things about you and they're doing things and it's circulating and it gets back to you, naturally, we want to defend ourselves. That's just a natural instinct. You naturally want to defend yourself. But we need to learn and begin to implement staying calm and not getting on the edge, not becoming defensive. Just say, okay, they said that, you believe it or you don't believe it. You know, we don't have to always defend ourselves when things are going on like that. And one person after the other is coming back to you with something. You don't have to try to prove a point. You don't have to sit there and try to defend yourself to 5, 6, 10 people. You study trying to defend yourself and correct what another individual has said. Just let it go, let it be. And eventually the truth will come out. It may be way down the road. And sometimes we are being tested. We have to go through embarrassing situations. We have to go through phases where we're put to shame because of something that happened, something someone says. We have to endure those things sometime in life. That's just a part of life. That, you know, we're tested and tried with different things, but how are we going to respond to it? What is going to be our attitude in that situation? That's what we need to begin to focus on. Stop trying to defend yourself and stop becoming offended. Take it, swallow it, and keep it moving, you know. And sometimes people will always say things and to make themselves look esteemed. They want to make themselves look good. You know what I'm saying? They paint a good picture about themselves, but they make everybody else appear less than them. They're always esteeming them own selves, putting themselves on a pedestal, and they never ever tell what they did wrong, how they went off the track. They never ever tell that or reveal that. They're always like they're the good guy. They did everything wrong. No, I ain't do this. I didn't do this. I'm always doing it. It was them. It was them. It was them. Shifting the blame. Never owning up to their faults. Never owning up to their failures. Never owning up to their lack of responsibility. Never taking accountability for their actions. So when we find ourselves in different types of situations, we just have to remember to remain calm, to maintain our character under pressure. We have to remember not to be easily offended about things that people do and things that people say about us. We have to take it all in stride and keep moving. Don't let anyone take your peace from you. It'd just be better to sever the relationship, cut the ties, snip it, cut it, let it go your separate ways, and maintain your inner peace. There is nothing better than having a peace of mind, maintaining your mental health. Maintaining your mental health is nothing greater than that. Maintaining your mental health, having good mental health, mental clarity, having a peace of mind, being at peace with yourself is nothing greater than that. Excuse me. So remember, don't get on the defensive edge. Don't become offended. There's no need to defend yourself, and there's no need to be offended about what's being done or said. Simply as that, guys. Excuse me. Sorry about that. So we just want to do simple things, simple strategies that is going to help us to remain calm. And you can just do simple things in order to remain calm and not become offended, not to get defensive. Count. Take a couple of deep breaths. Take you 2 or 3 deep breaths. Count to 10. Hold your tongue. Bite your tongue. You know, people say you got to bite your tongue. Simply meaning bite your tongue means you got to hold your peace. Something may be in your mind, running through your mind, but bite your tongue. Hold your tongue. Keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Don't lash out. Don't lash out, because when people get on the edge and they become defensive and they get offended and they begin to lash out, you begin to say damaging things. You begin to say hurtful words, you know? So we have to watch that we don't give people something on us, that we don't latch out and Now people say, well, see, because see, sometimes people will set you up. Woo, woo, woo. Sometimes people will try to set you up on purpose. I'm going to say that again. Sometimes people will try to set you up on purpose. They want people to see a bad side of you. They do things intentionally to hurt you. They do things intentionally to provoke you. They want you to become defensive. They'll tell a lie on purpose. They'll slander your name on purpose. They'll try to ruin your reputation on purpose. They'll spread lies all across time on purpose. They'll spread lies throughout the break line on purpose. They'll spread lies on the production line on purpose. They'll spread gossip about you. They'll tell all kind of lies on purpose, knowing it's a lie. They know it's a lie. They know that they're fabricating the story to make it be a lie. It's half of it is true, half of the story may be correct, but they fabricate it. They blow it up in order to make themselves look good, because they don't want nobody to know the hand that they dealt in the situation to make it go off the chain. So to try to make themselves look good, they'll try to put everything on you, and they'll fabricate the story. They'll blow it up, add stuff to it, tell all kind of lies to paint a negative picture about you on purpose, because they want you to go off on them. They want you to run up on them and confront them. They just wishing and waiting for you to run up on them and confront them about something, to go off, to blow up, to lash out at them. You have to be careful about that, especially for those of us who are on jobs experiencing situations like this. You have to be especially careful, because people will try to set you up on purpose. They'll plot and plan and do stuff on purpose just so you can explode. And they'll do it at the perfect timing, because they want you to explode around a group of people, because they want witnesses. See, I told y'all, y'all see what I'm talking about? See what I'm talking about? There she go. See what she did. See how she talked to me. Y'all saw how she came and busted up in my office. Y'all see how she came on this line, cutting food, talking line, and then they stand there looking at you so innocent while you going off, you lashing off at them, and they just standing there looking at you like this. Like they don't know what in the world you're upset about. Why are you upset? Why are you saying this to me? They just stand there and they don't say anything. But there you go. You have lost your witness. You all out of character over something they said or something they did, a rumor they spread, a lie they told. You have went and confronted them, got all out of your character, all out of your normal demeanor, the way you normally carry yourself. You all out of character, just blown up, explosive, to the point where you are pretty much almost out of control. You just going up, you going off because you're fed up, and you heard this from this person, you heard it from that person, and now you have become offended. Now you want to defend yourself. You're trying to defend your honor, defend your character, defend your name. You're trying to take up for yourself. You're trying to stand up for yourself. But you do it at the wrong time, the wrong place, and in the wrong attitude. And it could cost you more than you ever realize. So we have to be watchful and be careful that we do not become defensive about everything, that we do not allow everything to cause us to be offended. Remember that people will set traps for you. They will plot. I don't care if it's your family member. I don't care if it's your husband, your wife. It can even be your child. I don't care. People will set you up and plot against you. They will use manipulation, go to other people, deceive other people, tell lies. They'll paint all kind of negative pictures about you in order to promote themselves, in order to make themselves look good. So we have to be careful that we don't become defensive about everything, that we don't be so edgy, ready to jump off, lash back at people. Just learn to take it in stride, sit back, relax, take some deep breath, calm yourself down, count to 10, 20, whatever you need to do. Go outside, take a walk, you at work, stuff coming back to you, and learn to tell people, look, just stop. Stop right there. Before you say anything, it just stop. I don't want to hear no more. I don't want to hear nothing else. Okay? You can stop it. You want to tell me what so-and-so said? Hold up right now. What they at? What they at? Go find them. Go find. Come on. Let go. You can do it that way. Let's go. You can stop people from bringing stuff to you. Then you won't have anything be so defensive about. You stop them. Because once you ask them what the other person that said it, and come on, let's go together to them. So you say they said this. Come on. Me and you both finna go. Now, I want you to stand here and tell me what you say they said in front of them. You know how many people will start running up to you telling you stuff? If you was to do that, you probably wouldn't hardly have nobody coming to you with anything if you was to stop them in their track. Look, hold up. Before you say anything else, what's Susie at? Okay, you say Susie said that. Hold up. Let's go find Susan. What's she at? Is she still on the line? Is she in the break room? What's Susie at? Did she take a bathroom break? Come on. Me and you both going to Susie. Now, okay, Susie, so-and-so was about to tell me something. Okay, now I want you to be present. Okay, Susie, since she's here now, can you tell us both what you say that she said? Now, what you think, Susie? What do you think Susie gonna do? Look at you like you crazy, and ain't gonna hardly say too much, unless she off the chain too, and she just ooh, unless she off the chain too, and she ratchet country ghetto thuggish, and she just don't care. It gonna be what it gonna be. It gonna be what it gonna be. I don't care. I ain't backing down. Yeah, okay. I don't care. Come on, let go. Yeah. Nah, okay. She wanted you to be here, and I started telling her. She stopped. We came at you. Yeah, I told her you said it, and now this go the rest of it. You did. You told me such, and you better not stand here and lie and say you didn't, unless you run up on one of them kinds. If they ain't like that, they gonna stop coming to you if they ain't one of them kind. But if they like that, they just don't care. They gonna bring it on out. It don't even matter. But anyway, we just have to learn to be cautious and realize that people do set traps on us. It can be within our own household. It don't matter. When people want to promote their agenda, basically mean they want to prove to others that they're here, that I'm the good person, I'm the good one, I ain't do nothing wrong. I ain't do nothing bad. It was them. It was them. Them. They did it. They the one always. They the reason I'm like this. They said that they was the one that locked the door before 2 o'clock. They was the one that put the paper towel in the wrong place. They was the one that didn't fold the clothes right. They never say anything about themselves, what they did wrong. What are their faults? What are their shortcomings? What area did they fall short in? They're always shipping the blame, using manipulation and sometimes even control to get their point across and to persuade others to join their bandwagon, to believe their story, to believe whatever they're saying, whether it's truthful or not. So we need to be cautious. We need to learn to keep our mouth closed. We need to learn not to blow up and to get defensive, to become angry, to lash out at people. We need to learn to close our mouth, keep our comments and our thoughts to ourselves. It's not always good to just open your mouth and blurt out stuff because you're frustrated, you're angry. We have to be watchful of those things and not become offensive, not becoming defensive when things go down. That's a nugget for life. That is a wisdom nugget for life. Learn to keep your mouth closed when you get frustrated. Learn to keep your mouth closed when rumors are being spread, your name is being slandered, you've been cut down on every area, every side. Learn to keep your thoughts to yourself. Because it's not even good to tell your neighbor, your so-called buddy, your so-called bestie stuff. So they can take it and use it against you as well. We have to be very, very cautious in situations when we feel our feathers are ruffled and we're edgy. When we feel ourselves that, we have to be very, very cautious with our words, what we're speaking. Thoughts coming in our head, we have to learn to control those thoughts and don't just blurt out everything that we're thinking up here. Because when you're hot-headed, you're angry, somebody done offended you, hurt your feelings, naturally, you want to defend yourself. Hold up, wait a minute. So you said this about me, you going around saying it? No, I didn't do that. I didn't say that. That's not the way it happened. And the more you try to prove your side of the story, the more you try to defend yourself, the more it began to fester, the more it began to fester and build up. So that's why sometimes it's better just to let it go. Just let it go. Because some people, their nature is just to start trouble, to create trouble, to lie, to manipulate. So we have to be cautious of those things, to be watchful for those things, and don't get caught up in the trap. Don't get caught up in the trap, because people, again, they'll set different kind of traps for you to make you look bad. It can even be at church. Church is not exempt. Church is not exempt nor excluded. And most of the time, that'd be one of the main places something they're going to go down at. So church is not exempt, because church folk be doing a whole lot of stuff. So even with that, we have to be watchful. The things that are being done and said, that we don't let it ruffle our feathers and get up all off on the deep end, being defensive and offended. Stay free in your heart. free to love, free to give, stay free, maintain your peace, maintain your personality, maintain your character, maintain your demeanor and your attitude, maintain under pressure. And remember, there's no need to defend or be offended. Again, y'all, I'm your host, Katina London. This has been another great, amazing episode of Real Talk with Kaylon Divine Inspiration. We're in our second season and we're excited for what's to come the remaining of this year. And we have had one guest previously and we are getting some more guests coming up. There were some scheduled previously, but they was not able to fulfill their engagement. So we are moving forward in our schedule, guys. Guys, please take the time to go back and check out Real Talk Podcast on the multiple platforms. Go back, guys, and check out the previous podcast videos and the audio only. Of course, you can watch the video podcast that have been done on my YouTube channel, and that's Kaylon Divine Inspirations. Again, that's Kaylon Divine Inspiration on YouTube. Check out the podcast videos. For audio only, please go look up Real Talk with Kaylon Divine Inspirations on Spotify, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, Anchor.fm, Apple Podcasts. Go check out those platforms and look me up. Also, Pocket Cast. So check the audio on out again on Spotify, Anchor.fm, Pocket Cast, Google Podcasts, Radio Public, and Apple Podcasts. For the video version of the podcast, go over to YouTube and check me out on the Kaylon Divine Inspirations. Also, guys, I want to invite you to follow me on other social media platforms. You can find me on Facebook. I have an amazing Facebook group there called Kaylon Divine Amazing Deals, where I am showcasing Amazon products. And with that, I am an Amazon affiliate. So when you click on the Amazon links that I post in that group, it will lead you directly to Amazon website. Anything that you choose to purchase, it will be fulfilled by Amazon. Your order from start to finish is with Amazon directly. So if you click on the link, it automatically takes you to Amazon.com to that item on their website. Your item is fulfilled by Amazon and it is sent to you by Amazon to wherever address you give them. So I'm just advertising the products for them. So guys, go check out the group, join the group, please. So anytime I post deals, it will automatically send you a notification if you become a part of the group. Again, it's Kaylon Divine Amazing Deals over on Facebook, and it's showcasing deals of the day, Amazon choice products, best sellers, limited time offers, deal steals, coupons, promo codes, promotions, subscription savings, coupons, price drops, all kind of stuff is put on that page. I do try to post in the group at least one day out of the week, sometimes multiple days during the week, unless I'm just taking some time off from working in order to be restored. But go check out the group, Kaylon Divine Amazing Deals, and also follow me over on my other business page on Facebook, which is called Kaylon Divine Inspirations. So look me up on social media, guys, and I also share it to Instagram, Twitter, and LinkedIn. So check that out. We have some other great things in store that is coming up. Some other things that I'm beginning to pick up restoring my passion and beginning to work back on those things that I started last year and put them down in order to focus on some other areas and things. So guys, just stay tuned. The best is yet to come. I do appreciate your support. I thank you for tuning in. I do have some faithful listeners, some people who support me and they look forward to this podcast on Sundays bi-weekly. Remember, we're a bi-weekly podcast. We air every 2 weeks at 8 a.m. And I am seriously thinking about going back to every week how I originally started with the podcast. I was doing it more frequently. So I really am thinking about going back to that and beginning to do it on a weekly basis rather than bi-weekly. So I will let you know, or I'll make an announcement, advertising on Facebook and other social media platforms, YouTube and different things, when I make that decision to make that move. But I'm still considering doing that on a weekly basis, even thinking about like a weekday rather than a Sunday, moving it to a weekday. Some people have asked me about it. And why don't you do it on a weekday, because a lot of people going to church, but that's still out on the table. So we will keep you updated on that, because true supporters, I mean, really, you're going to watch regardless of what day it's on, whether it's on a Wednesday, Saturday, or a Sunday. You go back, even if you don't watch it when it premieres, you go back and look it up and watch. And I encourage you to again go back and watch the previous episode that we have recorded. There has been some great, amazing information, and I do encourage you to go back and watch the episode where we had our guest, Councilman Daniel Porter. He is a young man on the move, a young millennium on the move, and he's purpose driven. He's wearing multiple hats. He's a first year high school teacher, had seniors. He was teaching fresh out of college, teaching high school seniors. He's a city councilman in Macon County. He's also back in school pursuing his master's degree, and he was dropping nuggets left and right. I promise you that is an episode you would truly love. If you have not watched it, please go back and find that podcast episode. It was called, if I'm not mistaken, Success on the Move, young millenniums, on something like that, purpose driven millenniums. So go check that episode out. Successful millenniums, I believe. Successful millennium, purpose driven. Go check that episode out. Go look for that. Again, Councilman Daniel Porter was the guest, and he dropped some amazing nuggets. I was so very proud of that episode and the information that that young man gave, especially for our youth. If you have a young person in your home, I would encourage you to sit them down and let them listen to that podcast. Let them listen. There's a video and audio. Let them watch the video podcast on YouTube. I promise you, he gave some great information, great nuggets, great points, some great tools to implement in life, not only for young people, but people of all ages. And he covered so many things, from education, independence, going off, leaving home, going into the real world. I mean, he gave us a lot. So go check out that episode and all the other previous episodes. Go and check them out. Again, thank you for your support, guys. I'm not going to keep talking. I've gone longer than I was intended to go. I'm way over my 30 minutes, but I do appreciate your support. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everyone, for watching and supporting me. I thank you for our watchers and listeners in the United States, over in Australia, over in Africa. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you for those who are beginning to watch in South and Central America, the Bahamas, Europe, Canada. Thank you. There's some more countries, islands, and different things. Thank you for your continued support. I really appreciate it. Guys, continue to follow us. If you would like to become a supporter or contributor of the podcast, feel free to do that. If you go check us out on the audio only version, you go to anchor.fm, Spotify, you will see a link there for sponsorship where you are able to do that if you so desire, or you can contact me, inbox me, whatever. But again, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. And we will see you for our next upcoming episode. And hopefully our guests will be there this time. So guys, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for watching. Guys, go check out YouTube channel. I do have a few hair tutorials there. I'm gonna put this up here. I did not record the entire things, so I'm going to give you some photo shots where you can see the front, back, all of the styles. I did this hairstyle on my own, so I definitely endeavor a little bit with hairstyles. So guys, I'm going to post some pictures of this hairstyle for you on my YouTube channel, and I'm going to share it to the other platforms as well. So leave me some comments and let me know how you enjoyed this podcast. Also leave me some comments on my other social media pages, guys. Don't forget to subscribe to the podcast first and foremost, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Kaylon Divine Inspiration, and also go and check out my social media platforms on Facebook, Kaylon Divine Inspirations, and again, Kaylon Divine Amazing Deal. Until the next time, guys, keep doing your best, keep giving, maintain your peace, maintain good mental clarity, mental health, and remember, by all means, smile when you come in encounter with someone else. Smile, smile, smile. You will be surprised and simply amazed what a little smile can do. Until the next time, thank you for watching Real Talk with Kaylon Divine Inspirations. I'm your host, Katina Lundy.